Hey folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I have a gift request from none other than Jackson Pearce. I think that is such a cool first name, Jackson. And I know I have a friend of mine, Jackson. He's younger, but he's a good, funny dude. And he's a Canuck, but living in the States now for 15 years. But I love that name, Jackson. It's so cool. Riley Green's song All Along. Jackson made a gift to the channel for me to do this. So Jackson, thank you for this gift and this request. If you want to know how to make a gift to the channel for me to get a song up, it's in the description box below. It's simple. It's by Vivo or PayPal, and $25 gift suggestion per song. I've done some of Riley's stuff before, and Riley's the real deal when it comes to country. So let's find out what Riley's got for us with this one. It's a reaction. I don't know this song, and I'm shooting from my girlfriend's house down the Jersey Shore, and so that's the different setup. So let's see what we've got. I'm shooting indoors rather than outdoors. I've done a number of videos from her place outdoors with the lagoon in the background. Yeah, but right now, I don't know, it's about 28 degrees out, and I prefer to shoot indoors. I don't mind being in the cold. I've done them in that temperature before, but I prefer indoors. So let's see what Riley's got for us here.
'65 South.
Been on it.
Quickest way from Nashville to my house. And I-20 East. Quickest way to get you back to me. I sang in every bar that this town has to play. With all this running, I still ain't found my way.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Oh.
When I do, I want grandma in the garden, granddaddy out there on the lane. You can follow me, leaving a trail of beer cans clear up the interstate.
Yeah.
You standing in that gravel drive in the last dress that you had on, like I've been here all along.
All right. This is a Jacob Herrick special too.
I've lied to you, let you think things of me we both know wasn't true. Once or twice,
Yeah.
I took advice from the devil in this bottle, telling me what I should do. I've drank every shot this bar has to pour. Finally come that time that I can't hold anymore. I wanna go home, and I hope the grandma's in the garden, granddaddy's out there on the lake. You can follow me, leaving a trail of beer cans clear up the interstate.
Trailer pickles.
You standing in that gravel drive in the last dress that you had on.
Now, I'm loving the way he's singing this song too, but it's like he's waiting for her to leave Nashville too to get back to him. I think that's along the lines of what he was saying, but I love just the scenario here, the gravel, and the grandma in the garden and all that. It's just got that down home feel. All right, here we go.
Lord knows I've had my share of sin.
Yeah.
If I get to heaven, and if they let me in, I want grandma in the garden, granddaddy out there on the lake. You can follow me, leaving a trail of beer cans clear to the pearly gate.
That's what it was.
You standing in that gravel drive in the last dress that you had on, like I've been here all along. Like I've been here all along.
Yeah. You know, when I react to songs too, as anybody would, you pick up on context as the song moves along. And sometimes early in a song, you think it's about a certain thing, and then as it moves along, it clarifies itself. And this one just seemed to be more about him, not about getting the girl back. That was part of it, though, but he left to Nashville. This is the sense I got of the impetus of the song. He left to Nashville, played every club he could play. Things didn't work out the way he expected. He took 65 South to get back home. And Grandma on the gravel drive, Grandpa's out on the lake. This just gives him that welcome feeling. Grandparents give you the welcome feeling usually. And now I don't know why it wasn't his parents, but why the grandparents. And then she'd be standing there wearing what she was wearing when he left. So he wanted it almost like he never left. He'd been there all along. So that interlude from him going on up to Nashville, playing all the clubs. Obviously, he had a drinking problem. You know, I thought he was saying trailer pickings at first when he was saying on his way back, but it was like a trail of beer cans, because that got clarified when he said, if they let me into heaven, there's going to be a trail of beer cans on the way up. He's already left a trail of beer cans. It doesn't mean he's still drinking that way and he'd be drinking on his way up to heaven, but it's a song about trying to make it in Nashville, not making it, how it went wrong. He mentioned sin. Generally, for me, that's just a way of saying I was doing things I didn't agree with. He might be thinking that God wouldn't agree with it either, but we all have our own thoughts on that. If God is a loving, forgiving, caring God, how much is he going to hold against you type of thing? I mean, my Thinking Theology channel, I address stuff like this too. I don't have answers. I have questions, thoughts, but I know the limits of my own knowledge. But here, Riley kind of had that sense within him, like, one, I don't know how it's going to work in that way, but two, I wish things had gone a certain way and go a certain way, like I'd been here all along, like I never left home. But Riley's a name. People know his music. Non-pop country people know Riley. And so I don't know when this came out, what point in his career, and if it is a reflection of his own career, I'm not sure. But this certainly has that very professional feel. Interesting sound effects in this. I don't know if the drum was a drum track instead of a live drum in this. I liked the pitch of the guitar and when it would come in. I mean, this song was well structured, Jackson. I liked how the producer structured the song. And then mixing, I understand enough just to have an opinion on a few things, but not the specifics of how mixing is done. But getting levels a certain way and when to bring instruments in, when to keep, whether to mute them a little bit more and all that part. I imagine that's part of mixing it, but there were certain elements of it that stood out because there were just like these, you could focus on each individual phrase, the instrumental phrase of the song if you wanted to. Of course, I was focused on the lyrics and the other, so that's a lot to take in, but I'm going to rate this song, and, all right. You know what this means, Jeff and Ed. 8.9 is what popped into my head, Jackson. I liked it. Not traditional country, but I do non-pop country. It isn't exclusively traditional on the channel. I do bluegrass, folk, western, red dirt, which this would qualify in my opinion. I've done some southern rock and all that, so non-pop country. There it is. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country. And thank you again, Jackson.